Hey guys, this patch notes for update 3.0.0 just came out 1 minute ago, literally. So let's take a look. Let's see what we can expect in the near future. I assume this patch is not live yet because I haven't seen a single change from this patch on live servers. And maybe I'm blind, but it doesn't say when it's going to be implemented. So let's take a look at the patch. Dive into Double the Chaos and update 3.00 in the season 2 with our latest Beast Troop Chimera. Check out latest PvP. Okay, this is foreplay. You don't need that. PvP season 2. Find out more about Chimera. Okay, we already know that. We already found out everything, guys. Arclight Surge. Arclight Surge will now search one zone 4 times per week. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, instead of 2 zones 2 times per week, Sunday and Thursday. Okay, but it doesn't make any difference for us. I don't know how long these zones will exist, so I guess we'll have like 2 days to complete each zone, which in my opinion creates more urgency, if that's what I think it is, right? Instead of having 3.5 days to do 2 zones, we now have 2 days to do 1. And the last day is Saturday, and it starts on Sunday. So pretty much like from Saturday and between Saturday and Sunday, like how long do these searches last? Do we have a whole week to do all 4 of them? I don't know, but value-wise, it doesn't make absolutely any difference. So no big deal, right? Karen Bloodhoof should no longer lose his Bloodlust buff after resurrection during the blood sport surges. Okay, these are all the surges buffs, right? Towers will no longer attack chests during guild armament surges. I didn't even know they had these problems. Coins from the Arclight surges will no longer claim themselves before the reward is tapped. Again, I didn't even know. Big red buttons from completing an Arclight surged zone will show in inventory without requiring a restart. Okay. I didn't know about these things at all. So, leaders. Blood Mage Stalnos. Damage has been increased from 140 to 150, which makes it a little bit better for PvE and absolutely useless for PvE, because the damage of Thalnos is absolutely not a problem. He has absolutely different problems, and quite frankly, his mechanic does not allow to use his full potential, because it just doesn't work in PvP. In PvP we have completely different values rather than PvE, right? Gromash Hellscream, by the way, health has been increased by 10%, which is amazing because Gromash Hellscream is kind of like a tough, high HP unit, not like Abomination maybe, right? And all the melee high HP units are going to be very good for the next tower modifier, which is the siege modifier, which attacks very slow, and it's like a nightmare for low HP stuff, but for high HP stuff is a nightmare for the core now, for all the structures. Minis. Tapping a mini's level now displays a tooltip showing all of its bonus levels in their sources. Okay, that's good. But this is a quality of life change, right? Okay, Baron Riven there. Okay, let's go. The Skeleton Mage spawn frequency of Chill of the Grave has been increased from towers to 18 seconds from 15 seconds. The Skeleton Mage spawn frequency of Chill of the Grave has been increased for towers for 18 seconds from 15 seconds. Which means that only applies not to all the skeletons, but only if you use the talent Chill of the Grave. The cooldown of skeleton spawn will be 18 seconds. It's a little nerf, but again, for the next modifier, we don't care. But like when we go back to the current tower modifier again, that's gonna be a little better, but a little better. In the long run, you will feel the difference because you're gonna have like what? If it's 3-second difference, you need 5 waves to be spawned. to have -1 wave. You know what I'm saying? So instead of, for the same amount of time, instead of spawning 6 waves of skeletons, it's gonna spawn 5. Okay, it's not bad. I'm not. Some people, most of the players don't even make it to the wave number 6, right? So it's good, but doesn't make any difference. Which is, I don't care. Like, for me, Baron is no different than, I don't know, like Maiev or Jaina or Chalga. He's not as good as people say that he is. At least above Platinum, people play against him. Like, nobody complains that, oh, I got Baron. No, people don't like the names that they see, not the heroes. Blood Mage Stalnus. The lifesteal gained from Drain Life has been increased from 8% to 10%. Again, this change is pathetic. It will not be even noticeable visually. And whether you do calculations or you look at it, it doesn't matter. Absolutely useless. Blizzard. Cold Snap should now slow movement as intended instead of applying a stun. Let's take a look at the Cold Snap talent. Cold Snap, freeze enemy troops in place. So, if it says freeze enemy troops in place, and this is exactly what it does that mean that we now have different Cold Snap talent? Cold Snap should now slow movement as intended instead of applying a stun. It is supposed to apply a stun. Like, how does that work? Okay, I don't know what to say about this one. Dark Iron Miner AoE damage triggered by Gold Mine should no longer damage flying troops. That's good. I think I've had this problem a couple of times, and yeah, no big deal. But yeah, it's supposed to be in the bug section, but that's fine. Darkspear Troll headhunting now properly stacks more than once. Until you guys either remove or nerf regeneration talent, nobody cares about headhunting. It's just absolutely unusable. In the context of having this regeneration talent, it's much better. Defies Bandits Picklock. Defies Bandits. Picklock should no longer grant gold to an enemy if they claim the chests after the player's bandits have attacked it. Okay, it's a bug again. So for those who don't know, the one who last hits applies the bonuses to the chests. And apparently, if bandits would hit it once without actually last hitting that, the one who would last hit it after the bandits would get the bandits' gold bonus applied anyway. So it's obviously not intended to be like that. Cheat Death. Apocalypse now summons affected skeletons randomly on the left or right side of the barracks. Previously, affected skeletons would always spawn in the top left corner of the barracks. For those who don't know, yep, I'll show you just in case. Just in case. So Cheat Death, where is it? Right here. With this talent, Apocalypse, if you cast it on skeletons, after they die, they're going to resurrect at your base and come back to the fight, pretty much. So the thing is that they used to spawn in one certain place from the core. Now they're going to be randomly spawned on the left and the right side. So that's what they fixed. What else do we have? Frost Wolf Shaman, okay. Earth Wall Totem should no longer be cast before the Shaman encounters a damaged building. Okay. So previously, when you would deploy Shaman, it would cast this totem as it was spawned. Now it's not gonna spawn this totem. The totem, by the way, it heals, I believe, like kind of like 10% of the structure. So before that, I mean, now when you deploy Shaman, if your core is completely healthy, it's not gonna deploy anything, and unless it sees some damaged structure, it's not gonna throw this totem. It's a good thing. But this totem is not worth deploying Shaman for 4 gold. So Earth Shield should no longer be cast on buildings. I didn't even know it was being cast on buildings. Okay. Earth Shield is that when you spawn a shaman with this Earth Shield talent, it throws a armored armored trait on the random I believe on the closest mini to the shaman. So he used to throw it on buildings, from what I understand. General Drakisat, piercing blow vertical range has been reduced to 2.5 from 3.5. So we go to Drakisat. Piercing blow attacks pierce through enemies in the line. To be honest, we already have the best talent, and usually the goal is to improve, to buff other talents, not to nerf them when we already have a favorite talent. I honestly don't understand the logic, but so the idea is when you hit something in front of you, it hits things in the line, right? So now the line that it damages is shorter. It's supposed to be longer. I mean, or maybe this talent was supposed to be completely changed, but again, I don't understand the logic. They nerf the talents that nobody was using anyway. So I don't know. Okay. So was reduced from 2.5 to 2.5 from 3.5 to match his default ability and improve ability behavior on ramps. Okay. So I guess on ramps he was hitting for longer distance than it was supposed to. He should now move closer to the enemy or up down in the ramp before attacking, enabling his attack to hit enemies appropriately. Chromatic scales is too good to be replaced. It's too good. This is very situational. I believe I've seen somebody use that to kill Onyxia, but that somebody was like super pooper whale on steroids. So this is the only time I saw this talent used. This one, like nobody takes it. Nobody ever takes it. First talent that you take is this one. If I ever told you to take this or this, I was wrong. I apologize. I made a mistake. Okay, Griffon Raider. Okay, airdrop potions should no longer be consumed by chest. Well, I didn't know that, first of all. Second, airdrop potions should be dropping more, not 3 per like almost 40 seconds. This is not enough. Like, nobody, like, it's just not, this talent is not usable. It's much worse than the other two. But again, this is a bug. It's not some change. Maya Shadow Song. Okay. Remorseless should now deal double damage instead of triple damage. So all that time before this patch comes out, it deals triple damage and not double damage? I didn't notice that, but okay. Again, it's a bug. It's not a nerf, not a change. Plague Farmer. Plague Farmer should now actually receive extra range and splash area when the Splashing Pumpkins talent is equipped. Increase range by +1 and double the splash area. Yeah, I've never actually seen splash area being doubled, but I think his range is increased every time you play him. But okay, maybe I made a mistake. Again, it's a bug. It's a bug. It's not a nerf, not a buff. Tyrion Fordring. Divine Shield should now properly block attacks from General Drakisat. So we used to... Okay. Again, it's a bug as well. Divine Shield should now properly block attacks from General Drakisat. So I suppose General Drakisat was given no shit about this talent. Quillbore! Bramble Burst timing has been adjusted to better sync up with visual effects. Oh my god. Man, these guys, the developers live in a different universe. I mean, these are good things, but this is so meaningless. Like, this is not a problem, guys. At least it's something. At least we, have something to talk about. Additional changes. Burn now has 0.5-second delay before the first tick of damage is dealt. Okay. Reapplying burn rapidly will not cause this 0.5-second delay to reset, ensuring burn damage is dealt consistently regardless of application frequency. Where do we use a burn talent right now? For those who don't know, if you use Drake with a burn talent, and your Drake is level 26, if you use if you use this Drake on Onyxia, if your Drake with burning talent attacks the level 30 Drake of the enemy once, that Drake will die. You will die too because you're level 26. But the enemy Drakes, if they hit once by your Drakes, they die. They just burn to death. Just so you know. But again, I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know any decks or any combos that would actually care about it because we don't really use burning in PvP. And for PvE we use everything for PvE, so good. In player versus player, increased the rate at which leaders gain honor in PvP. Increase the rate. Updated the rewards from 4,300 and 9,600 honor to major leader tomes from modest leader tomes. Okay, let's go to PvP and take a look what the hell they're talking about. Oh, so for 4,300 and 9,600, so let's go back here. So 4,300, it's going to be Silver Strategist 2, and when you get the first reward from this Silver Strategist, so that, and 96 Platinum 1 this tome will be, now they will be, what they're going to be? They're going to be major leader tomes. Okay, instead of modest. So they only changed 2 tomes, from what I understand, and nothing else. Well, it's again, it's super teeny tiny, but it's better than nothing. If they do it every time, all these changes will add up, and we're gonna get a significant bonus to our experience and to the progression, right? So that's something. The number of mini copies received from PvP honor rewards has been rebalanced to provide more copies earlier. Usually, I guess it's the mini of the season. In our case, it's Chimera. So it's going to give us stars a little differently. It's going to give us stars at 10, 12, 15, 17, 19. And these are the number of stars that we're going to get. Nothing new. And the bug fixes, which we don't care about, right? Overall, I'm super disappointed. It's a huge patch. The nerfs are meaningless. The buffs are pathetic. The only thing that I really like is the Gromash's HP is now 10% more. That's good. This Arclight Surge changes are absolutely, it's the same thing. That is all, boys.